Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a new pick a card reading, but before we hop into it, I wanted to let you know about the huge Black Friday Cyber Monday sale that we are doing. If you do not know, I own a company called Gem and we make the most gorgeous hand beaded bracelets. I might be biased, but I think that they're absolutely amazing. And you can also wear our bracelets in water. They are made with gold fill, so they will not tarnish, and we make them specifically according to your wrist size so that they fit you perfectly. And honestly, I'm just absolutely in love with them. And I do want to let you know that our charmed bracelets, which are these beautiful ones, which are some of my favorite styles of bracelets, and we've been making this style for so long. Unfortunately, once our charmed bracelets are sold out, we will not be making this particular style anymore. So once they're gone, they're gone. So if you do want to get your hands on any of our charmed bracelets, I highly recommend taking advantage of the sale because they are almost gone already. So highly recommend going to get your hands on those and grabbing some before they're gone. But then again, we also have tons of other styles of bracelets too. We have our satellite bracelets, which I love. We have our gold filled accent bracelets, which are so gorgeous to like pair with other bracelets. We also have necklaces, earrings, we have rings, and so many other things on there, including different crystals. So if you're into crystal energy, you can check that out as well. And you can use the code BFCM to get 25% off your order, which is huge. We never do bigger sales than 25%. So I highly recommend taking advantage of that, getting yourself some beautiful pieces or even someone else for the holidays. All the information will also be linked down below in the description box for easy access. Again, you can head to my website, lunagem.com, and use the code BFCM to get 25% off your order. And thank you so much for joining me here for today's video. And without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right back into today's pick a card reading. Hello my loves, what is up? What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we have the December 2023 month ahead prediction. I cannot believe we are entering the last month of 2023. This is huge. This is also a great place to make major change in your life, to do major things. And that makes me so excited to do this reading, the December 2023 prediction. So if you're new to these, I basically read tarot, I read cards, and we are going to find out what's in store for you. We're going to be connecting to spirit, the universe, and asking for information for your highest good at this time to help with guidance and to help you see what is currently coming your way, what you're currently attracting in your life, the energy that is going into December and accumulating for you. So we're going to be looking at your future. There is 4 different groups in front of me. We have group number 1. This one has a piece of chrysoprase on it. So if you're drawn to group number 1, that's going to be your personal reading. Group number 2, we have this beautiful piece of opalite on top of this deck. If you're drawn to group number 2, that's going to be your reading. Group number 3, we have some fantasy aura quartz on top with this deck. If you're drawn to this one, this is going to be your personal reading. And then group number 4, we have some thulite crystal on top of this particular deck. So if you need to take your time with choosing your pile, I highly recommend pausing the video and contemplating on the different 4 groups that we have. If you need some more advice to tap into your intuition, intuition is something where you're not necessarily like drawn to the pile just because it's really beautiful, or maybe it's really calling to you in that way, but it's this inner feeling that you're just like, I'm just called to that group. My eyes just want to focus on it. I just want to go there. I want to see what's in it. That is your intuition speaking to you. A couple other ways to tap into your intuition is to close your eyes and wait for a number between 1 and 4 to pop into your mind. And the first number that comes to your mind without you even thinking about it, that is going to be your intuition. Or you can wait for a color to come to your head. These colors are kind of similar, so I'd recommend going with numbers if you want some extra help with tapping into your intuition. But that is how this video is going to work. And again, you can pause the video to take all the time you need to find your pile. And then there's going to be timestamps linked down below in the comment box as well as the description box so that you can skip right ahead to your personal prediction for your month of December. So exciting. And with that being said, let's go ahead and hop right into today's video. All right, so my group number 1s, if you chose this pile, this is going to be your December reading, so let's dive right into it. All right, so the first card that we have for you, group 1, is the 10 of Pentacles. When this one comes up, it indicates really good fortune and money. If some of you own your own business, I wouldn't be surprised if this is a very lucrative month for you within your business where you just feel like You are very prosperous, very abundant this month. And if you don't own your own business, I wouldn't be surprised if in your career, maybe you get some kind of bonus, or perhaps there's just different things going on within the month of December that make you feel really abundant. It makes you feel really happy in terms of your monetary and financial and material place. This also makes me feel like perhaps there's something like a big material purchase that you've been wanting to make. This would indicate like a really good investment, or you feel like your investments are really paying off. Maybe you put a lot of effort in this year to really up-level yourself, or to up-level your finances or your material world. And the month of December, it's like you get to bask in it and you get to enjoy the fruits of that labor. I also see you being really proud of yourself in general over how much you've accomplished this year. Oh, and I got a huge message that your family is really proud of you too. I feel like you are going to get some praise and some proudness from your close friends, family, and from your partner. If some of you have children, I feel like you're going to feel so excited to spoil them in the month of December. And I feel like you're going to be really proud of just what you're able to provide. So for those of you that do have like children or a family, I just see you being really proud of what you can provide for them. For those of you that don't have kids, I almost feel like you're going to be really proud of still what you can provide to your loved ones, friends, and family. And perhaps this is a year where you feel like you can buy something that you know that they're really, really gonna like and appreciate, and just show up for them in really meaningful, fulfilling ways. Like, this is very fulfilling when it comes to friends and family, and also material life and finances. And I just see a lot of proudness. Like, I feel like this is a year during the holidays where there's so much proudness for yourself and for those around you. I also see you being really proud of your loved ones. So maybe your loved ones are doing really well as well, and it just makes you feel really good within your heart. So the Ten of Pentacles is such an amazing one to pop up, and I'm so happy that that's like our first card for you for your month of December. It looks very happy, and again, really prosperous types of things. I do see you making a big purchase that you've probably been thinking about for a while, or some big investment that you've been thinking about for a while. I'm seeing that happening. I think you're also going to be surprised as well. Perhaps there's like family members that really want to do something special for you this year, and that receiving that's going to feel really nice and really good. Then we also have the Eight of Pentacles being reversed. I see this as you taking some time off. Perhaps that's something you've been really looking forward to, is taking some time away and not having to work. The Ten of Pentacles can sometimes indicate that you work a lot for what you have. The Eight of Pentacles being reversed, I see this as taking time away. Maybe sometimes you get an anxiety when you take time away from working, because then you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm not making money, or like, there's so much on my plate to do. But I think it's going to be super healthy for you to take that time away, to just focus on, you know, the good feelings, focusing on rejuvenating yourself and doing things that help you rejuvenate. I also see this as making really big plans for the new year, to the point where you're like, I have a lot to do, and there's a lot that you're excited to work on. And I'm seeing that you're excited to put effort towards those things in this next year. And I'm also seeing, okay, you're going to be evaluating this past year and looking at the things that you could improve on going forward into 2024. I'm seeing you doing a lot of reflection on that. And through that, what I'm seeing is there's been certain distractions that you've noticed have been popping up in your life in 2023 that have taken you away from meeting some of your goals and expectations for yourself. And you're starting to realize the impact of those small, tiny little distractions. And I see you becoming really aware of that moving into the new year. And I see you making really impactful resolutions, really impactful changes going into 2024. And I feel like I have to say this message for you. Group one, there is a strong message coming for you in regards to career and business for 2024. 2024 is going to be very financially lucrative for you, because I think you are at this point of making really big resolutions, really big epiphanies, and really big shifts. Like, this is an action time for you, and I feel like you've been feeling it. It's no wonder why you were drawn to this group with chrysoprase. This is the crystal that Alexander the Great always wore, and he attributed a lot of his successes and conquering lands and doing all these, big things. He attributed it to the power of this crystal, and he would always say it was chrysoprase that helped him do that. The fact that you're drawn to this crystal and this pile makes me feel like your energy right now is, it's time to conquer. For you, you're wanting to conquer old challenges. You are wanting to end old patterns. You are wanting to end old distractions. And this is a year where I really feel like you're like, I'm going to up-level myself. And maybe you've even done that in the past before, but this year I feel like it's just something different. There's a maturity to you. There's this deeper understanding to you right now that is taking hold, and I feel like the changes that you're going to be making are huge. Okay, we also have the 5 of Swords being reversed. Settling conflicts. You are not wanting to bend over backwards for people anymore, and you're also not wanting to withhold inner pains anymore. I feel like in the past, when you look at this card, she's just like taking the stabs. She's taking the annoyances and she's just living with it. I feel like you don't want to live with that anymore. Maybe you've suppressed like vocalizing your needs in the past. Maybe you've suppressed vocalizing different issues or other problems or other things. And you've kind of just been like, let me just deal with it. I got this. And you're just like walking around with these like wounds, with these pains, and almost just feeling like you'll just solve it internally. But I am also feeling like one of your resolutions to yourself is to not hold on to those things internally anymore. You're wanting to vocalize. You are wanting to confront those things, but not in a sense where you're just over the top. Maybe at times you've allowed things to fester to the point where you just kind of like blow up about it eventually, and you're just like, all these things. And it's just like, well, why didn't you mention them when they were coming up? Like, why didn't you just slowly mention those things so they weren't eating away at you and building up? I feel like you're not wanting to build things up anymore. You're just wanting to handle things and have that more assertive attitude, but the one that you're not being, overly dominant and like, what's the word? Controlling, or like, the word abusive is coming to my mind, but that's not the word I'm looking for. You know the scale of where you're like either repressive and not assertive, and you're just kind of like a people pleaser, and then there's the assertive one, and then there's like the overly assertive one. I forget the names, but anyway, point being, you are not wanting to be on either extremes of that spectrum. You're wanting that balance of where you can just be properly assertive and compassionate, but also learn how to speak better and how to communicate better about your needs, your wants, your desires, and everything. I'm seeing that you're wanting to be a better leader moving into 2024, and that's something that you're going to be really working on. And the month of December, I feel like you're really going to be handling some of those things and being able to mend out those fires. I also feel like there's been something that's annoying you a little bit, maybe when it comes to a particular friend or person or family member in your life that seems to be like a little bit backhanded. Like those backhanded compliments or like those backhanded things where people are just, you can tell that it's not sincere and you can tell it's not nice. I feel like you're just not wanting to put up with that stuff anymore, and you're not wanting to just be somebody who gets walked all over, and nor are you wanting to be somebody who just, blows up after every little thing, because I feel like you don't like drama as well. But again, I'm seeing you becoming more balanced in this, like handling things from a more balanced and assertive but compassionate way, where you're just not taking any crap anymore. It's like you're stepping more into that like compassionate, balanced, assertive, strong warrior. That type of energy. Anyway, so moving on, we also have the Fool. Oh, somebody wants to create a new beginning. Hello. This is new opportunities. This is creating, like leaping into something new, which of course we're leaping into a new year. So a lot of people like leaping into new things. But for you, this is truly like leaping into a new phase, a new era. I would not be surprised if you are so drawn to like birthing a new you for this next year with new habits, a new identity. Maybe some of you are gonna like take an online course or something that's all about like reinventing you and doing something like that, perhaps. Or, ooh, I'm also seeing, okay, you know how the Fool just carries this one little thing around with them? Can sometimes indicate like minimalism, wanting to make your life a bit more easy, a bit more minimal moving forward, and just taking the essentials with you rather than having so many distractions again, like the Eight of Pentacles, handling so many different things, juggling all of these things. It's like, no, let's make it more simple and more direct and more impactful. Like I feel like you're wanting to declutter your space, and I feel like that's something that you might be doing in December, especially going into the new year. I feel like a lot of you, like, you're just gonna be like, I just want to declutter, get rid of things that I don't use anymore. Like, what did I not touch in 2023? Let me just throw it away. I don't need it. I also feel like you're gonna want to travel more, and as you travel, you kind of realize like, I don't need all of these things with me all the time. Like, I don't even use half the stuff I own. Like, let me just minimalize things. And I feel like part of you is wanting to be more free. There's like a freedom type of energy, and you're gonna be cultivating more of that in December. We also have the Five of Wands. Oh my goodness, 2 5s. Whenever we have 5 energy coming up, it's big change. It can be unexpected change. It can also be planned change, but there is definitely change on the horizon for you. You're wanting to birth out a new you. That is absolutely for sure. Both of these indicate this like inner conflict. Maybe there's an inner battle within yourself. Maybe you're battling something out. Maybe you need to confront something or confront an aspect of yourself so that you can begin healing and not get so distracted or not get so pulled in many different directions. This 5 energy is giving me this feeling like your energy is being pulled in different directions. It almost feels like your limbs are all being pulled somewhere else. It's like somebody wants you over here for this, somebody needs you over here for this, you need to do this, but then there's this and there's this and there's this. Like, it's like being pulled. And I just see you minimalizing, being the Fool and being like, let me focus on one thing at a time. Let me narrow stuff down and heal. There's this healing aspect through the month of December for you of minimalizing your life, doing a lot of reflection. And even if that's not in the plans for you yet, I highly recommend that, considering what we have coming up in the cards, doing some big reflection over 2023 and seeing what are things that you don't want to repeat this next year. What were the things that bothered you in 2023, and what was the root cause of those botherings? And as you look at that, as you heal that, going into 2024, you're not going to run into those same issues, but it just requires growth. It requires learning. We also have the card of safe home. You're wanting to feel more comfortable just being you. You're wanting to feel more comfortable being yourself, doing what you desire, and feeling good about just being you. Part of you has been repressing certain aspects of yourself and holding back. And this year, I see that you're wanting to just feel comfortable being you, making those decisions, creating a safe space for yourself where you're like, you know what? I deserve to be doing this. I deserve to be going after what I want. I deserve to achieve my desires. It's like this creating this safety net for yourself. I also feel like you've been really wanting to create a better safety net financially, and that's something that I feel like you're reaching in December. It's like you're creating this better safety net financially for yourself, these better financial habits. Also, I was just shuffling these cards more, and we have some more to come out. But yeah, it's like creating this better foundation. The fact that we have the 44, this talks about your foundation, a new beginning when it comes to your foundation. I see that you're setting up like a new way of being, new plans. This can talk about new plans, spreading your wings. So coming out of your shell, coming out of your cocoon. So where have you been cocooning yourself in 2023, and how can you spread your wings in this next year? And then trusting the process, trusting that you have what it takes to get where you want to go. We have a lot of things talking about your security, your foundation, your safety. So feeling safe to be you. Not feeling like, oh my gosh, if I make this decision, I'm going to lose everything that I have. If I decide to be myself, I'm going to lose what I've built up. Like, this is about trusting your inner guidance. Where is that leading you? Where is it bringing you? We have another 4 here, by the way. So much 4 energy popping up for you. This is building something solid that you can trust. Trusting your finances, trusting your decisions, trusting that, trusting in your future, right? And then we have another 4. Look at that. Oh, all the 4s for you. I wouldn't be surprised group number 1 if 4s start following you around. If you look at the clock, it's 4:44, or if you pay for your groceries and all of a sudden it's 44:44, like, you know, or whatever the case may be. But you're going to start seeing 4s around. 4s indicate building something solid, lasting, something that you can trust, a business that you can trust, a financial plan that you can trust, friendships that you can trust, a future that you can trust, being able to trust yourself when you promise yourself that you're going to do something, creating that sense of security, that sense of trust. Knowing that you are divinely protected. We have a lot of these that are talking about like feeling safe and protecting yourself, protecting your energy. So when it comes to those people that might annoy you or get on your nerves or give you those backhanded compliments, knowing how to protect yourself and knowing how to protect your energy, to not let your energy go over the top, not letting your anger just burst right out, not letting those situations all of a sudden fester and make your blood boil. How can you handle different things from a sense of calmness, from a sense of trusting your own power, your own inner strength? Being able to, I'm getting a message here. It's going to be so important for you to know yourself so deeply to the point where other people's opinions of you don't affect you so deeply, because you know yourself better than anyone else does. Therefore, anyone else's opinion of you is not really valid, because you're like, you don't know me. I know myself so much that you having some opinion about me doesn't affect me, because I know myself on a deeper level. Like, does that make sense? Like, that's like a form of protection, right? So that's for some reason coming up for you. So your month of December, I feel like, is getting to know yourself, creating this new you that you love and that you trust so much. Self-love, the core foundation of self-love is creating a version of yourself that you can love. A lot of us have a lot of self-hatred because we don't keep our own promises to ourselves and maybe to others. We don't create that sense of rapport with ourselves. You know, we're constantly tearing ourselves down. So instead, when you can love yourself, when you can go easy on yourself, but then also create that sense of trust with yourself by keeping your own promises and all of that, like, it creates more self-love. That's a foundation of where self-love is built. So anyway, diving into some more cards here. Group 1, your month of December, the cosmic egg. You are thinking about building something, and you are thinking about a birth of something new in the new year. Maybe you're working on a project. Maybe you have big plans for this next year when it comes to business, when it comes to your own personal growth, when it comes to new ideas. I feel like you have a lot of plans for this next year. And what does this one say? I hold the universe within me. I am the force of an ever-expanding love, this love for yourself. I feel like 2024 is going to be a big self-love year for you, and really learning how to love yourself on a deep level. But I also feel like there's something that you're working on. And maybe part of you doubts whether it's going to be received well. Maybe part of you is in protection mode because you're like, I don't want to reveal what I've been working on because, like, I don't want the criticism, or what if people don't like it, or, you know, what if people think this, or what if people think that? It's like, no, you need to trust yourself, create your own safe space, protect your own energy, believe in yourself so much, and know that what you're doing, you support it. And that's all that you need at the end of the day, is the fact that you love what you've done, you love what you've created, and therefore other people's criticisms, it's like, I'm going to take it with a grain of salt, right? So yeah, and of course it's good to have feedback, but at the same time, like sometimes we get too sensitive and we put too much emphasis on the feedback that we get to the point where it just stops us from even putting ourselves out there. So anyway, diving into another card for you. I feel like this one wants to come out. We have the Mystic of Divine Love. Love is divine, and I am nothing except love. So when you're doing things from a place of love, like it has beauty, it has purpose. And I'm seeing this as you bringing in more confidence for yourself to put yourself out there and do the things that you really want to do, to reveal this project that you've been working on, to reveal the new you that wants to be birthed out. Oh, there's cards falling out already. Okay, I was shuffling this next deck and there's literally cards falling out before I even like get it on camera. So we have Get Wild, letting yourself be free. Oh, whatever it is you're working on, you're setting it free. December might be a big like release month for you to reveal like, hey, I've been working on this and I'm just doing it now. This is what I'm gonna dive into the new year with. I see you allowing yourself to get more wild and free. We also have compassion, so being able to do so again with compassion, and it's not like you're going over the top, it's like you're being very balanced with how you're entering this next year. And then we also have the Death card. There is a whole rebirth happening. You are shedding your old skin. There's something that you want to let go of, aspects of yourself that you're like, I don't want to be that person anymore. I don't want to uphold those patterns anymore, those habits, those cycles. Like you're really doing a big shedding in the month of December, and it's going to be a whole rebirth. The Cosmic Egg, the Death card, the Fool card. There's so much here that talks about this new beginning that you are creating for the month of December. So my loves, my group number ones, that is what we have for you for your month of December ahead. By the way, I'm going to be creating the 2024 prediction soon, like the entire year prediction. Highly recommend checking that out when it comes out. It's going to be big. I'm going to put a lot of effort into that one, and I'm really excited about it. Not that I don't put effort into all my videos, I literally do, but at the same time, that's going to be such a big video. So anyway, I'm sending you all so much love. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If you want to see your 2024 predictions, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below so you don't miss when those come out. And I'm sending you so much love, and until next time, bye. Okay, so my group number twos, if you chose this pile, this is going to be a reading for the month of December, so let's dive right in. All right, my group twos. So our first card is the Metamorphosis card. This is also known as the Death card. In regular tarot, it's a major arcana, so it's a very major thing that's currently happening. This is the card of transformation. When it's reversed, it indicates more of like this inner transformation. We're doing a lot of inner work. We're doing a lot of reflection on, okay, so like, what have my current habits been? Who have I been? What do I want to let go of? How do I want to change in this next year? And a lot of people, you know, when they go into the month of December, it's the last month of the year, we all kind of think about making big change. So it's no wonder that your first card is the Death card, which is all about change. It's shedding the old skin. This is happening very internally for you though. I would not be surprised. I'm getting the message that some of you have been reading like self-transformation books, maybe taking courses on doing some big shifts in your life. I feel like you're really wanting to manifest like a new future for yourself going into 2024, and you're wanting to make big, I'm getting this feeling like you want to make big, major change, and you're wanting to do it deeply. And I feel like your whole soul is ready for some massive change. I'm seeing that you don't want to kind of be in this same pattern. Maybe you've been in this same sort of similar lifestyle for like a little bit of time now, and maybe you're ready for something new. You are ready for some big, massive shifts, and I feel like you're so ready for a big up level. But most of this, through the month of December, I feel like you're going to be doing a lot of internal work, which means like doing a lot of self-development, looking at, okay, what have my internal patterns been? What have my limiting beliefs been? What are the aspects of myself that have been stopping me from creating the future that I really want? I think that you're going to get really deep into that. Maybe there's a book that you recently bought and that you're just going to dive into, and or a course doing some work here. This is going to be incredibly beneficial for you. I see that it's going to be creating massive change like within the month of December. So exciting. We also have Fortitude, which is the Strength card. This one's also being reversed here, but two major arcana cards. there is big stuff that's happening. The month of December, since we have the Strength card showing up, is perhaps feeling at times like you're wondering, do I have what it takes to shift my reality or to shift myself in these big ways? Do I have what it takes? Maybe you're overcoming certain self-doubt that you've had. Like maybe 2023, there's been doubt when it came to these big changes. Maybe there was very slow progress with certain goals that you had. And maybe you're wondering, is this a sign that it can't happen? Is this a sign that, like, how do I overcome this obstacle? How do I overcome this wall that I've been facing? Maybe you feel like you've been hitting your head against a wall when it came to manifesting certain things. And I feel like you're finding these solutions to that in the month of December, and you're seeing like, you're finding your inner strength. And through that inner strength, you're also finding these solutions to those answers. And let me give you a huge freaking solution right now. Okay. Whenever you reach a lot of resistance, when you're manifesting something, and if it feels like you're hitting your head against a wall, whenever there's resistance, it's an indication that there are certain limiting beliefs. They might be unconscious, limiting beliefs or fears that are holding you back. Whenever we focus on what we want to manifest, it will amplify that manifestation, but it will also amplify any of the limiting beliefs that we have surrounding it, any of the fears that we have surrounding it, and it will highlight those. So it will become more amplified, and we'll notice more resistance with our manifestation if we need to heal those limiting beliefs. So when it comes to money, if you're trying to manifest more money, but then all of a sudden it seems like there's more resistance with money all of a sudden, that's usually because now it's amplifying any unconscious limiting beliefs. So if we believe that it's really hard to make money, well, that's going to be amplified. If we believe that we have to put in so much more effort and we feel like we need to work ourselves to the bone, that's going to get amplified. If we feel like we are not enough and we're not worthy of it, that's going to get amplified. We're going to notice more resistance. So it's being amplified so that you can become aware of it, so that you can heal those limiting beliefs. Because whatever you believe about the world is going to be amplified, and it is going to show up more in your life. So if you're wanting to do anything, it requires shadow work. It requires healing, which I'm going to make a video on shadow work because there's so much to say about it, like more than I could just say in a reading right now, because I'm sure you just want to hear more of what's in the future for you. So I'm going to make a video on that. And if you're curious about it, highly recommend watching it. So yeah, Spirit of Cups is the next one that we have. So this is about following an emotional calling. You have a calling. I feel like your creative energy is going to be heightened in the month of December. I feel like you're going to be getting creative ideas and wanting to open up more opportunities, and you're wanting to pursue those things. You're wanting to take action. You're wanting to start making things happen. This card also makes me feel like you're getting rid of blocks that were once blocking you. So when we have those blocks over here that you've been doing a lot of soul work on, those are going to be healing. And look at this flow happens, and she can sail down this stream to get to her goal. Okay, so you are releasing your blocks, and you're going to be floating down this stream. It's going to feel like things are more in flow in December for you. Okay, we also have, what is this? 5 of Cups. Oh, and this one's being reversed. This is a great card to actually be in reversed position because it indicates healing. So just as we were talking about the healing that it looks like needs to happen in order for you to overcome this resistance, you're going to be working on that. I feel like you're going to get so many epiphanies and so many answers in the month of December that will help you overcome those blocks and those resistances that have just been in the way. And those answers are coming for you. And I really feel like it's going to come through learning, through books, through courses, maybe online videos, stuff like that. It's going to come through deep diving into those learning areas, right? And yeah, that's going to happen. That's going to be amazing. We also have 10 of Wands being reversed. Oh, wow. You've been putting a lot of work into a lot of things. Like 10 of Wands, sometimes it can indicate that we're working ourselves to the point of like kind of feeling a little bit burnt out. So if that's the case, my love, take some time for you. But the fact that we have Ten of Wands being reversed indicates that you're letting go of putting so much responsibility on yourself, putting so much weight on yourself. So when it comes to manifesting your desires, maybe you've had times where you feel a lot of weight and a lot of pressure. Maybe you look at yourself and you're like, oh, I didn't reach this goal last year and I didn't reach that one, I didn't reach that one. Maybe you feel so much weight about it and you're putting so much pressure on yourself with those things. But it's okay. It's okay to like let that go. Let it go and focus on how you can free yourself, how you can get in alignment and make progress towards those things. It doesn't matter if it didn't happen this last year, because the more that we put pressure on ourselves, the more that we get down about it, the further away we're going to get, because now we're stealing our energy. We're pushing ourselves deeper into a hole because we're putting ourselves down. That's a down type of energy. It steals our motivation. It makes us feel like crap. And we don't feel like doing anything when we feel like crap. So I think one of your biggest realizations is letting go of that pressure, letting go of that hardness that you put on yourself, and then getting back into alignment. This Eight of Wands, this is the energy moving forward. This is energy moving forward so fast and so quickly. So once you like take that pressure off of that bottle and you just allow it to pop off, your energy is going to be able to pop off. As you take away that pressure on yourself and you just allow things to flow, I feel like your ideas are just going to pop off. The progress that you make is going to be able to pop off. Allowing yourself to just have more fun with the process of achieving your goals and finding ways to do that. I feel like you're just going to allow things to flow. I also feel like whatever it is that you're going to be learning in December is going to also give you so many epiphanies around this to be able to flow more. Let me see if I see anything else here. So when it comes to relationships for December, dream sweet, sleep deep. When it comes to relationships, I feel like there's a sense of calmness around relationships, being able to let go of things that you don't really want, being able to let go of the past and fully just go forward. I feel like your relationships, there's a very positive energy around your relationships. Being able to relax about your relationships, like those are all doing good, those are all doing fine. When it comes to money and goals, I feel like you're finding ways to allow more flow into your life. And I also see 2024 being a year that's much more lucrative for you, because you're learning how to allow the flow of abundance, to allow the flow of money. Let me see what else we get for you. My group twos. Group twos. True love, come to me. Some of you might notice more progress in your relationship. So when it comes to your love life, there could be some big things happening for you going into December and going into the new year. There could be some big plans when it comes to your love life. Perhaps you're already in a relationship and there's some big plans for 2024 that you have within that relationship. For some of you, I also feel like your friendships, those are really close. They're coming even closer through the month of December. Family relationships, I feel like there's a lot of love there. I feel like there's a lot of support there. So even if there's things that you need to kind of release or talk about or let go of, I feel like December is just a really healing month of coming back to those loving feelings. We also have study and victory. We have so many cards here that I keep feeling like you are taking a course or studying something, reading a book and taking notes on it because you're wanting to absorb as much information as possible. Group two, there's some big plans and ideas that you have, and maybe these were big plans and ideas that didn't quite come to fruition in 2023, and you're really wanting to you're just honing in on it. You're like, how do I make this happen? How do I get to the success, right? Maybe there's even times where you've had nights where you're like, I don't even want to sleep. I just want to figure this out. I want to get this done. I want to do this thing. And I feel like the month of December is a time where there's going to be nights where I feel like you are catching up on your sleep and sleeping longer than usual. But then there's also nights where you don't get a lot of sleep because you're going to be so into figuring this out, getting something done, maybe finishing a course, and you're really wanting to put effort into something so big because you're wanting big change. You're wanting big things to happen. That is a repeating message that keeps coming up for you. And as long as you really put in that effort, but you do so in flow, allowing things to flow, healing those resistances, healing those limiting beliefs, healing those aspects of yourself that are standing in the way, 2024 is going to be a year of victory for you. I can tell you that for sure. The fact we have Eight of Wands, energy is going to be pushing forward so fast. Not even pushing because it's like there's no resistance. The Eight of Wands isn't a card of like pushing against something. Eight of Wands is when there's such clear skies that things just flow. Things just, you're being carried by the wind. It's like you're not even pushing against something. It's like the wind is pushing you. There's like no resistance. So when it comes to your month of December, I really see you figuring something out to the point where you're back in flow. The wind is just carrying you. Things are happening. Things are moving. Progress is happening. You don't feel blocked and stuck anymore. And it's through whatever it is that you're learning. Some of you, if you have finals coming up or if you're studying for something, if you're in school for something, I see that going really well. And I see you doing well in that as long as you're putting that effort in and you're doing what you need to do. Confidence is going to be one of your best friends. Going in with confidence and knowing that you have what it takes, that's going to give you more motivation to just like do your best, put your best foot forward, and knowing that whatever it is that you put more energy into, more effort into, it will pay off. Okay, not to the point where you're straining yourself, because it's also really important to have that balance of getting that amount of sleep, because that's also part of the learning process. Being able to have a healthy mind that can absorb that information is not on overdrive, right? We're not pushing ourselves too much. We're just in that perfect balance, right? Also, another card that just came out, we have Lady of the Lotus Born. Embodiment is the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. Taking care of your body. I think that's something that's coming up for you. I think that you've been putting more effort into taking care of yourself, eating healthy, doing things that are going to optimize your health mentally, physically, emotionally. I see that being a huge payoff for you. And I also see you entering the new year with new resolutions when it comes to your diet and wanting to be more healthy. I feel like some of you, you've been having a diet that's too restrictive. Maybe you've been restricting things. Maybe you're like, no, I don't eat this. No, I don't eat that. And maybe your body's been craving the whole healthy foods. Maybe your body's been craving a bit more sustenance. That's coming to mind. I also feel like your body has been wanting more variety and more nutrients. I keep hearing more variety and more nutrients, especially when it comes to like healthy whole foods. That's coming through. Anyway, let's get another card from this deck as well. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay, quite a few cards wanted to come out. Our Lady of Guadalupe, the Empress of Protection. I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. I see this as you protecting your energy when it comes to things that you don't want to do. So, there's things that you really want to finish and complete before the new year. There's things that you really want to finish and complete. And I see you saying no to certain things so that you can create the time and the space to do what you need to do, to finish what you need to finish. I feel like you have such a strong desire to finish these certain things before the end of the year, to really make these big shifts, make these major changes, complete these projects or complete these things. And I see you saying no, protecting your energy, protecting your time, protecting your resources, and being like, no, I'm not spending my money on that because I'm going to need it for this. I'm not going to spend my time on this because I need it for this. I'm not going to spend my energy on this because I need it for this. I see you're going to become way more balanced, way more protective over yourself in those ways. So saying no to certain things and not feeling bad about it either. We also have the Joy Permeated Mother. I am my own guru. I know the self that never changes. You are your own guru. Nobody else can tell you what's best for you. Only you can. And that's part of what's coming through here. the presence of divine feminine. At the center of everything, there is light, and I am that light. You're being your own beacon. You're being your own leader. If you felt like in the past, you almost felt like at times you weren't stepping up to being your own leader. Like I feel like you have been your own leader, but at times you kind of succumb to what other people need you for at the expense of some big things that you've been wanting to push forward on. And through the end of this year, I see you taking time on your own to really be your own leader and to not feel bad about it and being like, no, I really actually need this time because I have some big things on my mind and I really just need to do this. So we need to take a rain check on certain things. That's coming through. We also have the card of play. You're going to be rebalancing your ways of having fun and play because I feel like you do need time to rejuvenate. You do need time to enjoy yourself. Absolutely. But we also need to balance that with our goals and what we're moving towards. I almost see you kind of taking a little bit of time away from play to really focus in on certain things. However, I don't see you like having like a boring month. And I don't see you having an overworking month either. I want to make that clear. You're not overworking yourself. You're not, whatever. But there's certain things that I just see you saying no to and taking rain checks on. We also have the revolutionary, creating some big changes in your life, some revolutions, which is part of your evolution. You entering this new year, I really see you having there's this fire under your butt that says like, I want to make this big change. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this change. Revolutions on old habits, revolutions on the past version of yourself. And there's been this fire under your butt because I really keep getting this message that there was certain changes that you wanted to make in 2023, certain goals that you wanted to reach, and they didn't happen. I keep hearing that message from Spirit. And right now, in this month of December, I feel like all of that's kind of catching up to you, and you're like, part of you does, I don't want you to be hard on yourself, because that's a message coming through, is don't be hard on yourself about this. But look at that through truthful eyes and see, how am I going to shift this next year where I don't let those same patterns happen? I don't let those same outcomes happen. I make revolutions for myself to get to these goals, to make these things happen in balanced, loving, healthy ways. I think you're having revolutions when it comes to how you care for yourself, like your diet. You're having revolutions when it comes to your body and what your body needs. You're having revolutions when it comes to your own personal goals with finances, with career, with love, having big revolutions here. I also see you having revolutions, when it comes to your love life as well, even though it looks like your love life is actually really good. You have a lot of good fortune in your love life for the month of December and for 2024, by the way. There's a lot of really good energy there. But I also see big revolutions happening with that. It's like you're changing and improving so many aspects and areas of your life through the month of December, which is going to be beautiful. Truly, it's going to be beautiful. And I see you being able to reach a really big goal in 2024, like massive. But it's going to take dedication, work. It's going to take dedicating to these revolutions, to these New Year's resolutions. So that's what's coming up for you. My group number 2s, my opalite pile. And opalite's a really interesting stone. So it's made out of silicon dioxide, which is something that also makes up quartz. So it's really similar in the energies of quartz. So if you're drawn to opalite, which is more of a man-made stone, by the way, it is a man-made stone. But the energies of it, I'm being called to talk about the energies of crystals in readings lately, by the way. But anyway, the energy of opalite helps you activate your third eye, your throat chakra, and it helps you manifest things. It helps you manifest visions and speak them creatively into existence, to use your voice to make changes and to amplify what it is you want. It's also a stone of opulence and manifesting more abundance in your life, but it really helps amplify things and helps you manifest, helps amplify your energy. It's a really cool stone. So if you're drawn to this, if you're drawn to opalite, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you are trying to create a clearer vision of what you want and make such a clear vision to the point where you know what action to take. And then also using your voice, so unlocking your throat chakra, being able to communicate clearly, being able to use your voice, being able to use your creativity to express yourself. It's like a creative expression. So if you're drawn to that, you're probably drawn to those energies right now. So that is what we have for you for your month of December, my beautiful group number 2s. You also have a lot of cup cards, so I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are water signs or you have dominant water energy, or if you're surrounded by a lot of water energy people. We do also have a lot of wand cards as well. So wand is fire, and then we have the water signs. So fire signs and water signs seem like they're going to be very dominant in your life in the month of December. So seeing your precious water sign and fire sign family and friends and people that you love, and then also it can be a reflection of your own signs as well, or a reflection of the energy that you are attracting and stepping into. So again, that's what we have for you. Thank you so much for joining me here. If you want to know your year prediction for the year of 2024, that's going to be coming out really soon. So be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications if you don't want to miss that, because that's going to be a huge video and I'm very excited to dive into that one as well. And I'm sending you all so much love, and until next time, bye. Okay, my group 3s, let's dive into your month of December prediction. Group 3s. Okay, you know what's interesting is your group 3, the Empress is attributed to the numerology of 3. And yeah, we have the Empress card. There's 3 women on here. 3 is a massive number. You might start noticing 3s following you around, and 3s are creative expression. 3s are progress within manifesting and celebrating progress. It's celebrating milestones. It's also birthing something new. The Empress energy is birthing something new into the world. It's also a very abundant card. Your month of December is, if some of you have been practicing gratitude or practicing like more self-love, putting more effort into your mental, emotional, and spiritual health, that is benefiting you greatly. And I see you growing. There's growth happening in December for you. Growth. Something that you have been wanting, something that you've been wanting to create is having progress in December. The seeds that you're planting, the intentions that you want to create in your life, there's progress with that. There's growth. I see that your mental health is improving in the month of December. It's going to be a really good month for you. I see your finances improving because the Empress is also very connected to abundance, opulence, and reaping the rewards of your hard work. There's something that you're putting a lot of effort into right now. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a big project that you're planning or a creative pursuit that you're doing. Maybe this is even just putting effort into yourself and your own personal growth, your own personal well-being. There is such progress with that. There is such good fortune around that. But I am also seeing your finances absolutely increasing, and I see you feeling more abundant. I see you being surrounded by more abundance and also being able to treat yourself, because this is such a card of being able to treat yourself, to either, putting more effort into, for one, caring for yourself, like caring for your skin. Oh, if you've been caring for your skin lately and you've been wanting to put more effort into that, maybe you're using new products, maybe with your hair too, maybe makeup, this is paying off for you. You're going to feel so much more radiant in December. Your confidence is up-leveling. And something that you're working on, you are incredibly proud of it. When you look at it, you're like, wow. This is something, I am more proud of this than I'm proud of anything else. For some of you, this can be a card that does also indicate pregnancy or having children and being really proud of that. But on another level, it can also indicate something that you're working on. So if some of you have a big project, something that you're planning, something that you're doing, or if you're just creating art or whatever it is, you're more proud of this than you've been of anything else in your life. This is something that is so meaningful to you, and again, so proud of. 8 of Swords. Oh, in what aspects of your life have you been feeling stuck in? Like, do you feel sometimes stuck with writer's block, or perhaps feeling stuck when it comes to like perfectionism, like feeling like something's never fully ready? Because this is something that Spirit's saying you should be so proud of. And I do feel like you're going to be really proud of whatever it is that you're looking at, whatever it is that you're working on. But there's another aspect of yourself where Spirit's like, overcome perfectionism. Perfectionism might be holding you back in certain ways. When it comes to these projects, when it comes to these things. Maybe you overthink things sometimes, and it keeps you a little bit stuck when it comes to actually birthing out these ideas and putting them out into the world and showing them off and being like, here we are. I feel like you're learning how to be more proud of yourself, how to put yourself out there more, how to overcome negative thinking, how to get over the stuck mindset. I feel like you're learning how to overcome those things. And there's different things you're going to be doing in the month of December that help heal those aspects for you. I also see that this could also be something that you're working on in secret, by the way. This could be something that you're working on in secret that you are really excited to reveal. Maybe it's going to be 2024 when this thing gets revealed. Maybe it's going to be at the end of December that this thing gets revealed, but there's something that you're working on in secret that you're excited about. Okay? I'm so excited for you. I want to know what this thing is. There could also be certain things that are being planned that you don't know about yet that are going to be really exciting. Ooh, and the Six of Wands. Okay, so many messages. There could be some secret plans happening. This could be plans that you're creating, or perhaps somebody else is creating that's going to be a surprise to you. You'll know which one is more relevant for you. But this is going to be very fun and very successful. If this is a project you're working on, Six of Wands here, this is uber successful. It's like you're riding the wave of like, oh my gosh, like this actually came out so good. I'm so proud of this. You're going to have people cheering you on. You're going to have people congratulating you on this thing. You're definitely receiving a congratulations. Revealing something that you're so proud of. Oh my gosh, this is like really exciting. Your month of December, ooh, I'm excited for you. Group 3s, what is it that you are thinking of, that you are working on? People are stoked about this. Okay, 8 of Cups being reversed. There is a little bit of perfectionism surrounding it. Part of you might be nervous about it because you're like, oh, I want it to be perfect. But what I'm getting from this is that people are going to receive this really well. You're going to get a lot of compliments. And I do feel like you're like, I am really proud of this. I am still being perfectionist with it, but I am really proud of it. Okay, you're putting the final touches on something. The final touches. Perhaps there's something big that you want to do in 2024 as well. And maybe it's like this secret thing that you're working on right now, that you're like, this is going to happen in 2024, and you're putting more final touches on it. You're putting more effort into it. But I do feel like for most of you, this is something that's being completed in December that you're then releasing very shortly after, perhaps even within the month of December. That's exciting. 8 of Wands. We have 2 8 energies, 3 8 energies, 8 8 8. 8s are surrounding you. You know how good 8s are? 8s are great fortune. They talk about abundance. They talk about infinite abundance, infinite potential. So you're sitting on something that there's such infinite potential with this thing. It has the potential to be something so great. And I feel like the effort that you're putting into it is making it so great. I feel like a lot of you, this is like a business thing. For a lot of you, some of you, this could still be like attached to children or family. But I also feel like this is something that's going to help support other people. Like this Empress, her sitting beside these 2 other women makes me feel like this is something that you're working on to help inspire others, to help motivate others, to help transform yourself and others. And it's about to be revealed. And the reveal, this is just such a successful card. We have so much success written here. And again, 8s are those infinite potential, and that also brings in more money. 8s are really good for business, and it indicates kind of like taking a chance on something. The next 2 cards that we have the Tower and the Moon. I actually do enjoy when the Tower comes up. A lot of people don't like this card, but I personally enjoy it. I feel like going into 2024, you are not wanting to do the same things anymore. There is something that you've built up that you're kind of just tired of it. Like it could be a phase in your career that you're like, I'm just so ready for more, and I don't want to keep doing the same thing anymore. So part of you is going to be leaving behind something, letting it go, or transforming it in some way. You're going to be transforming what it is that you do, what it is that you bring to this world, so that it's more in alignment with you, and it's more in alignment with this new you that you are. There could be some massive change happening in the month of December for you, where you're just like, you know what? I'm doing things a new way. And yes, it's radical. Yes, it's crazy, but I want to do this new thing. And I want to go in this new direction, and I want to transform this. And it might be shocking, but at the same time, it's more in alignment with you. I see you stepping into the unknown. The moon is literally stepping into the unknown. Part of you is like, I'm so ready to step into something new. I'm ready to step into the unknown and navigate it from there. This is time to step into a new you. Wow. And I feel like this has to do with this new thing that you're building and doing. It's something that's secretive. It's not really fully out there yet. But I see you getting that recognition. I see you getting that praise. And I see this new thing being able to take off in this next year, and attracting new clients, attracting new people, and attracting more success than you had with whatever you were previously doing. There's more success here. You're more in the spotlight. For some of you, I feel like whatever this new project is does put you a bit more in the spotlight, a bit more with your face out there, with your name out there. But I see that being successful. I feel that is going to be something that you find quite a bit of success in. So my group 3s, there's going to be a milestone that you have to celebrate, and the letting go of this old phase. And it's radical, it's crazy, but it's more in alignment, right? So that keeps coming up here. Let's see what else we get for you. My group 3s, what else is going on in December? This is a big, it's a big reading. Oh my goodness. Let's see, my group 3s, what else do we have for you? Okay. Oh, we had this card come up for another group too, the victory card. Success, and this is very connected to our 6 of Wands card that we have as well. And this card, wow, these came up for the last group. That's so funny. Okay. For one, something that I'm feeling is the month of December, you're going to be able to get better sleep than you've had pretty much all year. Because I feel like you're getting more into alignment with what you want. You're getting more confident to get in alignment with that. And this victory card, even though it's reversed, I feel like it's reversed because you haven't put this thing out yet. But I feel like this victorious energy is right around the corner for you. This energy that you're going to be really successful, and this energy that that you're birthing this new opportunity that has more potentials for you. Like, that's just right around the corner for you as you release whatever this is, as you reveal it. There's a lot of excitement, a lot of success, a lot of just really good feelings surrounding this. Okay, let's see what else we get for you. My group 3s, what else is happening in December? Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion. I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. You're releasing old tension that you had on yourself, old expectations that were just like over the top, old pressures. Maybe you used to work in a way where you would put so much pressure on yourself and hope that it would come out good, but it never really did. But usually when we put like an over amount of pressure on ourselves, it's like trying to cook your food faster by turning the heat up higher. It's like going to be raw on the inside and like overcooked on the outside. There's no balance there. We need to cook things balancedly. So we need to, as well with ourselves, not put an over amount of pressure or heat on ourselves when we're doing something. We need to have balance in order for stuff to come out right, in order for it to give us the results that we actually want. So being compassionate with yourself, taking the time that you need. I feel like there's been a little bit of pressure on yourself to do things right and have it come out the perfect way. And like, it's too much pressure. Just allow yourself to take your time, make it good, and yeah, allow it to lead itself. basically. We also have another card, and it's the Mother of Believers. I am spiritually and financially abundant. I provide heaven and earth for myself. This is such a powerful card when it comes to manifesting things in your career and manifesting success in your career. I see that perhaps through 2023, maybe you felt like spiritually and financially, you felt like there was a little bit of challenge there, maybe a little bit of resistance there. Going into this new year with this new way of being, this new project that you're working on, this new thing that you're going to be jumping into, you're going to be able to provide heaven and earth for yourself. You're providing your spiritual fulfillment, and earth represents the material reality. So you're able to manifest the material reality that you really want. I'm also seeing this victory card reminds me of something that you're really wanting to buy or invest in, some goal that you're wanting to reach. Like it might be a goal, an award. Ooh, an award. Some of you are getting an award in 2024. Or recognition or an award for whatever it is you're doing. There's recognition or a reward coming for you in this next year, perhaps even in December. But since it's reversed here, it makes me feel like there's stuff that you're doing in December that's leading to this award or recognition in the year of 2024. So it's going to come in 2024, but the things that you're doing right now are leading to that. The building blocks are happening. So that's exciting. Let's dive into some more cards here for you. So my group threes, what else do we get? We have connect to heart. Dogs are really loyal and they're very dedicated. For your month of December, I'm seeing that you're going to be surrounded by people that are just so supportive that you feel so good around. Connecting to people that give you that amazing support. I see you being surrounded by people that are so proud of you, that are so ready to express their proudness and their gratitude for you. We also have self-love. Oh, and the peacock. There's something you're showing off, something you are revealing, and being more confident in yourself to show these things off. I keep getting this message like you are being seen more, and you're ready to be seen more. You're ready to put yourself out there more. The peacock makes me feel like you're doing things where you are putting effort into loving yourself more, doing skincare, hair care, makeup or outfits that make you feel your best. You're doing things that are going to make you feel so confident, doing things that are going to make you feel your best, being happy with your reflection in the mirror, loving yourself, being able to practice that self-love, that self-compassion. Also with this self-love, the peacock is really making me think of being seen more again. I know I've been repeating that message, but it just keeps giving me the message of being seen more, being out there more, and all of that. I feel like pulling another card for you. Ooh, there's already one here, Sacred Destruction. Interesting. I didn't even notice that one was already overturned there. So Sacred Destruction, destroying old habits. Okay, so another big thing that I'm seeing for you for 2024 is destroying old limiting beliefs that have been holding you back, because the peacock over here, she has her feathers down, right? Or he, or whatever, has their feathers down and isn't wanting to like be all like peacocky, which is showing off, right? And being confident and being in the spotlight. Sacred Destruction is giving me this message that you have certain limiting beliefs about yourself that have been holding you back. You're like, oh, I don't deserve to be that confident, or who am I to do that, or people won't like me, or blah, blah, blah. Like these limiting beliefs. You are destroying that in December, being able to let the most confident version of yourself show up. Having that self-love. Self-love is so connected to this Empress card, putting that effort in yourself and building yourself up. This growth that you're going to have is going to reflect in your mental health, in your spiritual health, in your physical health, and in your abundance that you have around you, the material world that you have around you, your finances, the things that you own. You're working up to greater things. And the month of December is all leading you towards more financial freedom, more financial abundance, more connection, more confidence, and destroying those limiting beliefs. So that is beautiful. I feel like honestly pulling another card for you because group 3, here we are. We also have magical powers, Phoenix rising through the ashes. Wow. Okay. I'm getting a message for you that the year of 2024 is going to be huge. 2024. 2023, it almost feels like there was certain things that tore you down a little bit. 2024, you are rising from the ashes. You are the phoenix rising from the ashes. There's a total rebirth happening. You're going to be more confident than ever, more powerful than ever. Whatever it is that you were struggling with in 2023, this could have been with your health, your mental health, your spiritual health, your physical health, financial health, whatever it is that you were struggling with, whatever it is that felt like it was being just burnt down, there's going to be a whole rebirth happening here where you become more strong in that area than you've ever been, more clear in that area than you've ever been, and you're going to be that phoenix rising from the ashes. The 24 on the top is just screaming the year 2024 is going to be insane. Whatever it is that you're doing in December is you're birthing as that phoenix, and come 2024, you're going to feel more powerful, more ready, more capable. The thing that you're working on, this project, I think is going to be such a big thing that helps bring your confidence back. It helps bring your power back. And I see a big victory with that. I'm seeing that's going to be more victorious than you see because it's going to be building in its victory through the year of 2024. And I see you getting some sort of reward, some sort of recognition. I see you getting definitely more finances because of it. More abundance, and yeah, more confidence. It's going to help you destroy those limiting beliefs, and there's going to be such beautiful things happening for you. So my group number 3s, what I'm reading, that one went very specific into a lot of like this project. So this must be a big thing for you. This must be a big focus because that was like the main thing that Spirit kept wanting to talk about in this reading. Definitely focus on getting the rest that you need. Taking care of yourself, continue doing that because that's going to pay off massively for you. And I'm sending you so much love. Thank you so much for joining me here today, my beautiful group number 3s. If you want to know about your entire year of 2024, I'm going to be coming out with like the biggest video of the year, which is the year prediction, the year ahead prediction. It's going to be huge. If you don't want to miss that, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you do not miss that. It's like the biggest reading of the year. So that's going to come out very soon. I'm very excited for it. And I'm sending you so much love. And until I see you next, bye. Okay. My group number 4, my last pile, let's dive into your December prediction. Okay, first off, my group number 4s, we have our 10 of Cups. This is such a good positive card. It is such good energy. So your month of December, I see you spending time with family and I see that going very positively. I see just a lot of uplifting energy when it comes to the holidays, when it comes to the people that you're going to be surrounded by. That's going to be very positive. Of course, a lot of us see our loved ones during the holidays and it looks like that's just very positive for you. I'm seeing like celebrations that just uplift your energy and make you really fulfilled. I feel like the month of December is going to be very fulfilling for you. I see a lot of support and a lot of really good energy. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are planning some really big things within your family for the new year or for the month of December. Perhaps you're planning like a big family vacation. Perhaps you're planning like just big plans all together. Maybe you're thinking about buying a house. Maybe you're thinking of taking your personal family life to the next level in some way, welcoming in new family expansion, things like that. There's some talk about that. There's some plans for that are going to just be very fulfilling in general. So that is very exciting. We also have the Two of Cups. I haven't seen the Two of Cups in a long time in a reading, and here we are. 10 of Cups and the Two of Cups. Some of you, there's a divine union happening, a partnership, a togetherness. Maybe somebody's going to announce something. Maybe you have something special to announce going into December, the holidays, or the new year. Perhaps you're planning something. Perhaps just got a message that some of you are going to be getting into a very significant relationship, or engaged, or married, or moving in with a partner, or starting a family, like, those next level type of things in 2024. Wow. Congratulations, group number 4. That's going to be so exciting. There's definitely a union happening, an expansion in family, very positive love life things accumulating and beginning in this next year and within the month of December. But I'm also getting, whenever I do these like December pick a cards, I always get messages for 2024 too. It's like Spirit just wants to talk about that as well. February is going to be a very significant month for you when it comes to your love life. Perhaps that's like an anniversary for some of you. Perhaps that's like a date where things are going to transpire and happen for you. But February is going to be a very prominent, really good month for you. The 10 of Swords, you are healing from something, my love. There's been stuff that's drained your energy. Perhaps there's been a couple of days that have just been like, oh my God, there's so much to do. There's so much responsibility. Perhaps like even in the past, maybe around the holidays, maybe you've had some like not so great experiences around the holidays sometimes. This year, I feel like it's going to be so different. So different. I see so much positive energy for you to the point where like you're not even going to be affected by the things that used to affect you or have been going on in the background. I'm seeing that there's like healing around relationships for you in the month of December. Yeah, healing from those. Then we also have our 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is being reversed. Some of you have been practicing gratitude, and that's going to be a huge mindset shift for you. It's going to help you see things in entirely new ways. I also see that you're going to be happy with minimal stuff. Like you're happy with what you have. And that's a beautiful feeling. Some of you also tend to overwork yourselves. I'm getting such a strong message between these two cards that some of you really tend to overwork yourselves. And when you take time away from work, you're like, oh my God, what if I lose everything? Or what if this happens? Like, this is a month where I feel like there's going to be a balance for you where you're going to have to take some time off because of important, holiday events. But I feel like it's going to be so rejuvenating to you. And a message from Spirit that's coming through is to take this time and not feel guilty for taking that time and not be so hard on yourself for taking time off. That's a message coming through as well. 9 of Wands. So double 9s. 9s are the completion and the ending of an old cycle or an old phase. So some of you, and of course a lot of us, when we approach the end of the year, we think about stuff that we no longer want to do. We think about stuff that we want to let go of, patterns that we want to end, habits that we want to end, and new things that we want to implement. Having double 9s here is reflecting on those things that we no longer want to bring with us and that we no longer want to continue, and we're ending those old cycles. The 10s are also the completion of a phase because that's where we go right back to the number 1s after that. So the 10s are like the last numerological card in the tarot. So it indicates the finale of something. There is something that you are at the finale with, and that, I am getting such a strong message that there's something that you've been really so done with. There's something that you are so done with. You are over it. You don't want to bring it with you in this new year. You don't want to bring those same patterns, those same habits, those same thinking patterns, the same whatever this is. There is something you're like, that's the end of that. No more will I do that. No more am I going to partake in that. There's a death of the old you happening. A death of the old you. Knowing that you need to change in some way, that you want to change. Removing these old pains. Like, what is the pain in your butt? What's the pain in your butt? There's some sort of pain in your butt. And it's like constantly there, and you're just like, I just need to stop that. I need to remove it so it's no longer giving you anxiety. There's something giving you anxiety, my love. What is it that is constantly mentally taking up space for you and giving you anxiety? What is it? Okay, think about it right now because it's going to be so important. It's going to be life-changing for you to look at that and not bring it with you into 2024. What is that thing? This could be patterns, thinking patterns, like putting yourself down, money patterns, financial patterns. Oh, that's actually connected here. 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. Patterns with your finances, patterns with your material world, maybe overspending, maybe just spending willy-nilly, or certain patterns here that you're wanting to change going into this next year so that you're no longer feeling like this. This is the end of that. You're done with that. And then, our other 9, which is the 9 of Wands, being strong enough to face that and overcome that, being ready to face that. Part of you is a little bit scared to face that. Part of you is scared to face something here. This is time to focus on it so we can heal that. You have the support right now. You have such positivity going on in your relationships. You have such positivity going on in your love life and moving forward with that. So what is this thing that we just need to look at so we can heal that? We don't bring it with us into 2024. This month is for healing that. This month is for looking at that and figuring out ways to overcome that, to heal. This is a whole healing area right here. And then we have the 7 of Wands, conquering. This is your month of conquering. There we have it, my loves. There we have it. December is you rising above it, rising above this issue, handling it, getting a handle on things, not being afraid to step up, be the leader and say, you know what? Let me just crush this. Let me face this fear. Let me face these anxieties and put them in their place so that they don't have a hold on me anymore. Like, this could be creating a budget for yourself, ending old patterns, facing something in a relationship. I feel like your relationships are going really well, but maybe this is like a friendship or something, or within your career that you need to face. That you're like, you know what? I just need to rise above this. I need to face whatever it is that I'm scared of right now so I can deal with this, so I can face this head on and squash it. Therefore, it's not lingering anymore. It's not something that follows you around everywhere. So yeah, I see you healing that. That's going to be great. Let's dive into some more cards for you. So my group 4s, what else do we have for your month of December? This card's wanting to come out. New beginnings, creating new habits. This one comes out really often around the new year, this card. I wonder why. But this also talks about financial abundance, new beginnings when it comes to your foundation, your savings, new beginnings when it comes to your home life. So some of you might be manifesting moving or new dynamics. Being able to protect yourself from those, intrusive thoughts or from those anxieties. Some of you want to heal anxiety and stress, which is so beautiful to heal. So what's the root cause of it? What has been causing that? Dive into it. Don't be afraid to look at it. Because when we're afraid to look at it, we can't face it. We can't heal it. We can't be the warrior that rises above it because we're scared of it. We're hiding in the shadows. Therefore, it's always going to be lurking. If you don't want it to lurk anymore, rise above and then face it. Protect yourself from it. Face it head on, deal with it. We have a lot of 4s coming up for you. 4s were coming up for group 1 as well. And 4s indicate creating such a solid, reliable, safe foundation for yourself. So where in your foundation do you feel wobbly? Do you feel unsure? Do you feel like a teeter-totter going back and forth? Where in your foundation do you feel like you're being stabbed with anxiety? Once you heal that, going into this new year is going to be amazing. And I see that in December, you have everything that it takes to heal that. The 7 of Wands. Let's do it. Let's rise above. Let's face it. And let's put those anxieties in their place by dealing with it. By fixing that issue. And how do we fix that issue? We got to face it. Got to face it head on. So that is how it's done. And I see you doing that in December so that you can heal that and get over that. And create balance again, creating unity. You're creating such positive circumstances and there's such positivity surrounding you. Why murk it up with being scared to face whatever this is? Let's heal that, okay? And let's see what else we have for you. So I'm feeling like these two cards want to come out. Mirabai, the Saint of True Freedom. Love is what sets me free. I am married to my own soul. This is a message about having so much self-love, so much confidence in yourself, so much belief and so much support in yourself that you just deal with this, you face it and bring back your freedom, because this thing's been taking away some of your freedom. It's time to bring back your freedom. Okay, and we also have Catherine Labour, the patroness of miraculous healing. I'm ready to heal. I am worthy of the miracles meant for me. Some of you are working on your self-worth right now. Some of you are, sometimes you doubt that you deserve good things. That's coming up here strong. You might doubt that you deserve abundance. You might doubt that you deserve to feel financially abundant, financially free. Part of you almost feels like you deserve to feel struggling. Why? Oh my gosh, my love, you do not deserve that. No. Who in the world gave you that idea? This is a month to heal that. Some of you might be interested in reading certain books to help heal that, watching certain videos to help heal that, seeing other people's stories to help empower you to heal this. And you are worthy of the miracles meant for you. This is realizing that you are so worthy of it. For some of you, I feel like a grandma is coming down. If you have a grandma that was, she almost looks like she's wearing like a very religious hat, but in a way, this almost looks like a war hat too. So a grandma that's very like, I don't know, strong, maybe had to face a lot in her lifetime. If you have a grandma like this, maybe even a great grandma, she is coming through right now, and she wants you to know how worthy you are. She wants you to know that, like, you have what it takes to be abundant. You have so many opportunities. She's here to give you strength. She's here to give you courage right now, my love. To tell you, like, yes, of course you're worthy. Oh my gosh. Like, there's such a strong message here of that. Okay. So yeah, that's coming through. Let's go ahead and dive into some more cards for you. My group fours. Let's see more about your month of December. More about your month of December. We also have patience. Coming out of your shell. Ooh, rising up above. You've been repressing something or avoiding it. Maybe keeping it kind of secret, not wanting to talk about it. Not wanting to talk about this anxiety, and you've kind of just been dealing with it on your own, maybe even repressing it a little bit. It's been a little bit hard, and you've had a lot of patience with it, but this is your month of really wanting to break out of that, break free from that, so that, again, you're not taking it into this next year. It's such a perfect time of like shifting things. The interesting paradox of this, though, is that this has been serving you. This anxiety has been serving you because it's helping you face something so that you learn and grow from it and you're not scared of it anymore. Spirit is for some reason showing me a little kid being scared of the dark and not wanting to look at it and wanting to avoid it, but it's so deeply part of their character development to face it and get over it so that they are no longer scared of those things, so that they're no longer scared of facing their problems and facing their issues. When we become adults, those issues just transform and they look different, so that could be issues of facing other anxieties, other fears that might be popping up for you. And what I'm seeing is that Spirit is saying that this is helping you grow. It's helping you graduate into the next level of being. It's helping you attain more. Because, when we're not scared of the dark, we can do a lot more things. We have a lot more freedom on our hands. So for you, overcoming this anxiety is going to give you so much more freedom. It's going to give you so much more strength. And it's going to really help you up-level your life. To learn what you need to learn in order to make new things happen. I feel like this is a year where you can really rise above so many things and you can do the unthinkable. This 7 of Wands under here is you putting on your warrior outfit and being able to fight for what you want and being able to face those fears and being like, you know what, I'm overcoming this. I'm not going to let these fears control me anymore. This is you becoming in control of your life. Rather than letting your fears control your life, it's you stepping out in front of that and being like, nope, no, not anymore. I'm not letting that happen. I am becoming the controller of my own life. I'm going to dictate my own life. And I'm going to be strong enough to face these. I'm going to be strong enough to overcome this. And I'm going to look at this dead on and figure out a solution to fight for what I want, to get what I want, to defend my dream and not let anything stand in the way or stop me from that. And she's climbing the mountain regardless of how many sticks are coming at her. She's going up anyway. She's getting to her goal anyway. And she's putting up a fight for it. She's like, yeah, I'm going to go for it. So that type of energy is coming in for you for the month of December. It's like this strong determination to make things happen and to overcome whatever these current struggles are. To defend yourself, to defend your position, to have psychic protection where you're not going to let things affect you mentally anymore. You're like, no, I'm just going to face it. I'm going to deal with it. I'm not going to let it affect me on such a inner level where I feel like I'm battling myself. No, it's like, let's just go forward and no longer create those battles within ourselves. Okay. Yeah. So that's what we have here. Wow. That was deep. Okay. I feel like almost going into one more card before ending off this reading. So let's do that. My group 4s. Okay. Courage. Wow. What a beautiful card to end us off. And we have an 8 again. We had an 8 under the 44 as well. So courage, so similar to this 7 of Wands. The courage to face these things, to overcome them, to unlock your infinite potential, to learn how to have a new beginning. Because the 7s are learning and spiritual growth, and then the 1s are a new beginning. So how can you learn what you need to do and learn the solution, learn how to overcome it so that you can have a new beginning where that's not following you around anymore? So that's what we have. Part of you also, I feel like, is coming out of your shell because we have this shell over here. We have the underworld. Part of you wants to break open, coming out of your shell, coming out of that old mold, allowing yourself to expand so that you're not just living the same thing over and over again. You're not doing the same thing over and over again. You are growing out of your old shell and you're wanting to expand into a new one, expand into newness. So that's what we have here, my loves. Group number 4. Thulite is very connected to our heart chakra and the higher heart chakra, also our sacral chakra. And the crystal of Thulite is very positive for relationships. It helps us open up our hearts so much more. It helps us lead with compassion and does also help us create more protection around us, but not with hiding in your shell. It's more courageous. It helps us create protection through facing our fears and overcoming them like the warrior, rather than hiding back in our shell. So how are you going to go into this new year? Are we going to hide into our shell when problems come up and try to avoid it and suppress it? Or are we going to face it like the warrior, overcome it, use that courage, have that new beginning, and expand? So that is what we have here for your month of December, group number 4. That was a deep reading. Thank you so much for joining me here for this video. I'm sending you all so much love. If you want to know about your entire 2024 year, I'm going to be coming out with the biggest video of the year, which is the yearly prediction. So that's going to come out really soon. If you don't want to miss that, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you do not miss that video. It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited for it. And thank you again for joining me here. I absolutely love connecting with you and giving these readings. I'm sending you all so much love, and until I see you next time.